Hello my dear fashion enthusiasts. I am delighted to be back with you for this new breakdown. Today we're focusing on a moment that literally made time stand still during this fashion week, Georges Hobeika's Spring Summer 2025 Haute Couture collection. This show is so much more than just a sequence of looks, it's a deep dive into the personal. Georges and his son Jad opened the doors to their own history, delivering a vibrant tribute to Marie Hobeika, the founder of the house. She was the one who passed down the art of couture to Georges, and seeing this father-son duo celebrate this maternal legacy immediately gives the collection a sacred human dimension. You can feel that every single stitch was placed with a thought for the woman who laid the foundations of this Lebanese empire. The show opened in a way that truly captivated me. We're used to glamour and glitz from Hobeika, but here the atmosphere was heavy with a silent, almost overwhelming solemnity. The first models appeared like shadows, draped in deep blacks, dense velvets, and silk crepes that seemed to absorb the light. Those faces, partially veiled in delicate black tulle, created an image of rare power. You could physically feel the weight of grief, that necessary phase where the world stops after a loss. What struck me was the restraint of these opening pieces. The craftsmanship is immense, shown through tonal embroideries that only reveal themselves to those who look closely. It's a modest elegance, where the structure of the garment takes precedence over ornament. It's rare to see such emotional honesty on a runway, and I must admit, these solemn silhouettes left me with a lingering chill. But as the looks progressed, the narrative began to transform, much like a healing process observed in real time. We gradually leave the darkness to enter a magnificent transition phase. The palette begins to brighten with pearl grays, ethereal mauves, and powdery blues. It's this journey from grief to healing that gives Jad and Georges' work its full strength. We see much more fluid fabrics appearing, muslins that take flight with the slightest movement, symbolizing life reclaiming its rights. I loved observing the contrast between the rigor of the corsets and the freedom of the trains. We find that signature Lebanese sensuality, but here it's softer, more enveloping. Every bead, every crystal seems like a spark of hope, as if every detail pays homage to the joy of life that Marie Hobeika breathed into her creations. It's a masterclass in resilience through art. The emotional climax arrives during the finale, the moment that truly took my breath away, when the emotion in the room was at its peak. This monumental ivory and gold gown is a haute couture masterpiece that seems to belong to another world. But it's that moment suspendu, that suspended moment, with the white veil of absolute lightness lifting delicately as the model moves forward, that changes everything. To me, it's the perfect image of the soul's liberation, that moment when we finally accept letting go of a loved one to better embrace eternity and harmony. We are no longer in the sadness of the opening, we are in the pure celebration of an immortal legacy. Georges Hobeika proves here that fashion, when driven by such deep and sincere intention, becomes a universal language capable of healing wounds. You don't walk away from a show like this unchanged. It's a collection that will remain etched in the archives, not only for its visual beauty, but for its exceptional depth of soul. I hope this journey between shadow and light touched you as much as it did me, because it's for these moments of truth that I am so passionate about couture. You can feel that this collection marks a turning point for the house, a way of saying that the future is always written with respect for one's roots. Let me know in the comments which passage or silhouette moved you the most. I truly can't wait to hear your thoughts on this historic tribute to Marie Hobeika. I'll leave you now to enjoy the footage, and I wish you an excellent viewing of the rest of the show. Take care of yourselves and stay inspired.